Good morning, class.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
sir.
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 I see. So I hope that you are doing fine despite of this pandemic day, and I hope that you and your family are safe. So let's now talk about what's our topic for today. So do you still remember about the movie that I um presented to you yesterday, the Korbacher case?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Okay, perfect. So for you to be able to refresh your mind, I'm gonna play some clips about the case. Then later on, we're gonna have a short recitation. So kind of just listen and watch the short clip. Okay. Let me just present my screen here. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Let me just do it again. Okay, listen well. Krombacher. A Germany brewery started a trend in Germany 3 years ago when it expanded purity regulations in the German beer industry to include drinkers' conscience. In an ad campaign it launched in 2002, the company promised that with every case of Krombacher Pilsner you buy in the future, you'll be saving a square meter of African rainforest. With TV talk show host Gunther Jauch affably reaching for a bottle of Krombacher, it quickly turned into the most successful marketing campaign in the company's history. And while sales dropped at other breweries, Krombacher was able to report an 8.1% jump in its sales for 2003. The Krombacher campaign was too successful for its competitors, achieving a historical productions and turnover sales records. The competitor found it possible to sue Krombacher by appealing to the consumer protections authorities with a decade-old law against illegal competition by alleging Krombacher used methods of moral purchase constraints. This law prohibits any combination of selling goods with promoting good causes if the way of support is not transparent to the consumer and or the purchase is not only possibility to support the project. This law was passed at a time when consumer was not used to commercial spots on German TV and could not be expected to understand message subtitles to the same extent as today. The intention was to protect consumers when creating this law against illegal competition. Okay, that is perfect. So did you see the video clearly? And is there any error on it?
No, sir.
Okay, perfect. So guys, let's now do a recitation about that short clip. So I hope that you all guys participate in it, and I'm hoping for your opinion and answers. Okay. So let's now start with the first question. So do you think what was the or is it ethical on what combaters do or the action of combater? Okay, perfect. So may I call on Mr. Kalimag?
Krombacher's action we considered as ethical, considered all of the consumer or purchaser have a cognitive ability to assess the organization's proposal and get a responsible position based on alternative course of action. To support the consumer have ability to make rational decision based to information that gathered or presented.
Awesome. So I would just like to thank you, Mr. Kalimag, for that beautiful answer that you shared to us. So let's now proceed to the next question. So, what ethical theories can you apply to this case? Anyone? Okay, so may I call on Miss Cyril Sagarino?
The issue of Krombacher can fall on virtue ethics. The advertisement made by the Krombacher does not consider the effect it can be done to the public or the consumers of the product, but they are more concerned on the effect it can be done to the sales of the business. They are using nature to sell their product, and it is like obligating consumers to buy the product in order for the consumer to save the nature. This advertisement of Krombacher is a practical ways to boost their sales while helping Mother Nature. The Krombacher is benefiting from the fact that the consumers only wants to help protect Mother Nature, and to be able to do that, they purchase Krombacher product. The consumer's main purpose of buying the products is to help preserve nature, not to consume the product itself.
Okay, what a wonderful answer from Miss Cyril Sagarino. So let's now proceed to the next question. So, is it acceptable to appeal to a target group's environmental conscience without informing them in regards with the initiatives covered by the donation? Okay, awesome. So may I call on Miss Hannah Guzman?
One argument asserts that the target group's appeal method was actually constrained and restrictive. Given the restricted options available, it has the potential to stifle consumers' ability to make their own decisions. As a result, one argues that appealing to a target group's environment consciousness without also educating them about other alternative efforts supported by the give is not acceptable.
Wonderful. So let's now move on to the next question. So would you expect any minimum percentage of the whole campaign budget to be spent on the rainforest justifying such a campaign? Where would you set such a percentage? Anyone? Okay, awesome. May I call on Miss Jane Denise Gunyo?
For me, yes. First of all, the goal of the campaign is to help the said project, which is to save rainforest. I would expect minimum percentage to be spent on the rainforest for justifying such a campaign because I think if you are a business owner, every peso counts. I will set a minimum percentage for the campaign because I also considered the needs of the production of the said product, and it is just called budgeting.
I do get your point for that one, Miss Jane. So let's now proceed to the next question. So is it defensible to promote a potentially harmful product such as beer, alcohol by referring to a good consequence like preservation of the rainforest? Anyone? Okay, perfect. May I call on Mr. Jerome Pimentel? Go go.
In my opinion, yes, it is defensible to promote a potentially harmful products for rainforest preservation because it's up to the consumer if they buy the products based on their needs or if they want to help to preserve the rainforest. And promoting of a products is just normal in a company. The only good thing about Chrombacker is that they have a good purpose for the environment and both the company and the environment will benefit through this type of advertisement. Also, it is up to the consumer to decide whether they will abuse the product consumption or choose to consume the products with discipline.
That is perfect, Mr. Jerome. So let's now talk about the next question. So is it morally defensible for competitors to use the legal system to harass Kumbaker rather than competing with similar or better campaign? Anyone? I see. So may I call on Miss Renette Rosil?
It is morally defensible for the competitors to use the legal system or the decade-old law to compete with the comebacker, but not to harass them. It is morally defensible because they are right in using the legal system or the decade-old law against illegal competition. They believe that comebacker did something not right in promoting their campaign. That's why they found out that they can possibly sue the comebacker by the use of the legal system. The competitors know that even if they compete the comebacker with similar or better campaigns, they can't win against the comebacker because of its strong campaign. That's why they think of something on how they can possibly compete or defeat the comebacker. They took the advantage of the law in order to stop the successful campaign. But even if they sue the comebacker, they can't win against them because comebacker is not just famous because of their campaign, but also to its popular drink, which is the beer. It is loved by many soccer fans because fans enjoyed watching the soccer World Cup with the comebacker beer.
Okay, thank you for that wonderful answer coming from Miss Renette Rosil. So let's now move on to the last question, guys. For the last question, what's the best thing should Crumbasher should do? Anyone? Okay, so Miss Renette is already done. So may I call on Mr. Ray Cartagena.
Good morning, everyone. So for me, I believe that it would be best for the comebacker to change their campaign, and this is because the issue is in hand when they have go against the moral purchase constraint, which protects the consumer moral rights. Their campaign was restricting their customer to choose any other product because they would feel morally obligated to buy Chrombacker because if they don't, they are against protecting the rainforest. What Chrombacker can do is promote their product in a way that their consumer are not morally restricted and to in line with their goal to protect and to protect the rainforest, they can start or support an organization which would do their best in caring for the rainforest. This way, they would be able to sell their products without going against any laws and still be able to help the rainforest. Thank you.
I see. Thank you for participating to this class, guys. I really appreciate your efforts and your answers. For a bonus, so that's end our discussion. So I hope that you and your family are safe, and please be safe in all time. And that's all good. That's all done. So the meeting is already adjourned. So I hope that you have a wonderful day. Goodbye, class.
Thank you,
Goodbye,
Thank
sir.
you.
sir.
Have a
Thank you,
good
sir.
night.
Thank you po.
Bye bye.